Thank you very much for coming along to this evening Apache Kafka Wellington Meetup Group. How many of you are actually using Apache Kafka in your organization? Got some hands up? Oh, that's good. That's great. Excellent. So, my name is Zaw. I'm a principal consultant and a co-founder of ZawBre, and I'm the other half of the ZawBre. So, I want to talk about use case scenarios. So, obviously, you're using Kafka, so you must have some use case scenario you're solving your problems and challenges. I just wanted to brief touch about use case scenario, what we can use Apache Kafka. When we think about technology where we have these days, wearable technology. So wearable medical technology innovation are driving growth, allowing to healthcare reach the frontier. We want to be using a use case scenario for such. So, as a nurse or a doctor in a hospital environment where you want to track a patient, you want to be. So, when you're a patient, currently, when you go to a hospital, you get admitted to a ward, and you're given a wristband, which current technology is, it's a paper and a plastic, and you've got NHI number and your name in there. So as a doctor or a patient, what I want is the ability to track the patient. I want ability to track in real time event of a particular patient. You want to be ability to integrate the system to some of the other application at the back end in the organization. I want to actually accurately capture the data. So instead of paper-based, where the nurse come around and then recording the paper of your heart rate, or you're measuring your blood temperature, your sugar level, all that needs to be turned into a new technology and then capture. So I want the ability to capture accurate data. I want the ability to retrieve historical events, so such as, doctor coming in daily round in the morning, somewhere around 10 o'clock, 10:30, and when they come in and visit the patient, and when they look at the paper document, just the bottom of your bed, typically with the board and the information is there in the paper base. You don't need that, so you can actually want to put it into a technology ability to retrieve what was this patient previous day record of the heart rate, or the blood pressure, or the sugar level, and such. So there are the opportunities and challenges that, as a doctor or a nurse, I want to be able to see these information. So the solution here we can provide is Apache Kafka, a streaming platform. We can implement providing a real-time patient experience. So here we are. A patient visit a hospital. They get admitted to a ward, and they will be given a wristband, and the wristband is similar to like a Fitbit. And the Fitbit similar wristband, it's got GPS tracking. It can track your heart rate in real time. It can track your blood pressure. It can track your sugar level, and so on and forth. And that can get streamed into Apache Kafka. So there will be volume of data streaming into Apache Kafka. So as a doctor or a nurse, as a consumer, the application on doctor's palm or a phone or the iPad tablet, they can actually real time find out what that patient heart rate is. Or even, in fact, sometimes nurse go around checking where their patient is, and they can go. Sometimes patient go wandering around about a patient who's able to walk, and they can go around wandering, and the nurse come around finding where the patient is. They can go and track it in the system. So that It'll give you accurate data. As a result, you can actually find the historical event as well. So when a doctor come over as a daily round, they want to find out, well, what this patient, the blood pressure were in the last week. They can easily go and retrieve that information. Yeah. So another similar use case scenario is, again, connected cows and moon monitoring. In New Zealand, we have, as a farmer who owns hundreds of hectares and thousands of cattle, and as a farmer, there are some challenges, like to find out, those thousands of cows, what individual health status are, what their nutrition is. They want the ability to able to track, want to capture accurate data. So it's the similar use case scenario. So in this case, again, using the solution Apache Kafka to stream that information where perhaps Daisy the cow may have the tag GPS and again, heart rates and monitoring of the cow, and you can stream into Apache Kafka. And then farmer can, at home, sometimes you want to find out where Daisy is, where you've got thousands of, hundreds of hectares there, but before you get out of the field, at home I can just search on the application and know exactly where Daisy is. And you just go directly there, just drive out there and go and find it. So here again, very similar to the previous use case scenario, streaming the data into Apache Kafka. As a farmer and a consumer of the application, retrieves the information from the Apache Kafka in real time. As a result of it, you get easily to identify where the cow is using the technology, GPS technology. It can integrate it to the backend systems if there are other systems with it, and provide the real-time data feed. So i.e. what Daisy heart rate is going on in the health sector. So I'm just highlighting a brief use case scenario to use Apache Kafka. Thank you very much. I'll just pass it on to Tim. Thank you.